Howdy ho, the name is Echo. Today is March 14th. It's a Tuesday, 2023. There's 32nd day for the Love On campaign. Loving on, love to the alienated. And it's been 1,375 days since we last seen my alienated boy. Alright, I'm going to give you guys some good information here. You ready? Alabama is one of 16 states who has declared or recognized April 25th as Parental Alienation Awareness Day, part of a global awareness campaign to raise awareness on the harms of parental alienation, which is child abuse. Way to go, Alabama, huh? I want to make that happen here, locally, in my corner. I know people who've been doing this for a long time, and they don't get this to happen overnight, and they get told no sometimes. So I know that this isn't going to be something that's going to happen right away, and I know that I also will be told no, and I will not take no for an answer, and I will keep going to blah blah blah. This will be the second year that I'm denied a proclamation for the city of Salem for numerous different reasons. COVID, the government's page is doing something, or blah blah blah. There's always some sort of excuse. A lot of people are able to get the proclamations, and a lot of cities and towns in Canada and some of the states here recognize April 25th as Parental Alienation Awareness Day on an annual basis. I want to do that here. I need locals, whether you are here physically or not. You don't have to be here physically. It would be cool, it'd be better for me, I would think, but you don't have to do everything in person, especially for the legislation. We can do everything online. We don't have to actually be at the state capitol, but I personally like to be there in person if and when I can. I need locals. I need help. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I want to do that other people are doing in their area, and I'm trying to do that here, and I can't do it alone. I'm only one person. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm trying to copy others, and I need a team. The person that I'm copying has been following, doing work with senators and legislative for a good couple years now, and she's even at the level where when you get statistics or paperwork that she doesn't even have to pay for it. She's got a resource, or because she is doing what she's doing, she doesn't have to pay for those. So when I'm looking for statistics, when I'm talking to people, when I'm doing things, I'm supposed to pay for it, which I can do for a little bit given that I have the money, but I'm not always going to be able to. And then for everything that I got going on, I'm not going to be able to fork out that money. I want to be at that level where I have resources, a team where I can get the information needed for legislative work, for changing the laws, for bettering everything about us, to do better, to be better, because we know better, because history repeats itself. So if you are here in Salem, Oregon, the state capital, and are interested, please, 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 please hit me up. My name is Echo Dunham. I'm all over Facebook. Some things are private, but mainly public. I'm not scared of the internet world, and I want people to know what I'm doing. So a lot of things need to be public. Moving on, I'm going to give you some awesome, cool facts. This brochure says the facts. Parental alienation is now listed under Diagnostic Code V995.51, Child Psychological Abuse, in the current Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, DSM-5, of the American Psychiatric Association, APA. I was looking that up and trying to read more about that so that I can speak more about that, especially when people are like, what do you mean it's abuse? What do you mean parental alienation is abuse? How is it abuse? And stuff like that. I want to be knowledgeable and have this information. I want to make this into a sign. I want to be able to go to that link. I want to be able to have stuff that people can see, things that people can understand. I had one fool tell me, you should have called the cops. If there was abuse, they would have found it. That's not necessarily true. There is abuse. There was abuse. And the cops don't find it, and they're in on it. So, anywho, moving on. As of 2018, the World Health Organization's WHO, International Classification of Diseases, ICD-11, recognizes parental alienation under caregiver-child relation problem. They recognize PA under caregiver-child relation problem. And those are in quotes. I'm not really sure exactly what that means. That's also good stuff that I need to look into and be able to clarify and use. In 2016, the state of Colorado enacted a law recognizing parental alienation as a form of child abuse. Yay, Colorado. Way to fucking go. In July 2010, Brazil passed a law, Article 2, Law number 12,318, making parental alienation a criminal act and defining it as the interference with the psychological formation of a child or adolescent. In 2014, Mexico passed a law against parental alienation, citing it an act of family violence, anyone that transformed the conscience of a child in order to prevent, hinder, or destroy its links with one of their parents. That was hard. Active family violence, anyone that transformed the consciousness of a child in order to prevent, hinder, or destroy its links with one of their parents. Way to go, Mexico. Good job, Brazil. Definitions: alienated parent, aka the alienator, is the parent who is indoctrinating the child into the hate for the other parent. Targeted parent, parent who's the target of the indoctrination of hate. Flying monkeys, that really says it right here. Flying monkeys, I'm reading this, I'm not making this up. A term used to describe other people, for example, family members, friends, etc., recruited to help the alienator indoctrinate hate. Parental alienation speaks. This is 2019. Good stuff, good stuff. I have a lot more information. I want to make sure that I want to pick the right one, maybe all of them. This is all good stuff that everybody needs to know. These are online. If you look up parental alienation awareness organization or PA, anything, there's brochures that you can look at, that you can print. There's information that you can read. There's guides. There's so much information. There's no reason for anybody to be ignorant. Even if you want to choose to be ignorant, you can't in this time of day. You got to be better. You got to do better. Because if you're not, then you are blatantly choosing to be ignorant. And that's not just ignorance. That's a choice. And I am choosing to be better, to do better, and to break the dirty, vicious cycle. All right, guys, I'm signing out for the day. Have a good one. Thanks for listening. And tune in with me. Join me. Make daily dedications for our alienated loved ones who don't get to see us or talk to us, and things that we want to say and tell our loved ones on a regular daily basis. This is smart. This is something we should have always been doing to begin with.